Okay, I think we're live. Yeah, okay. Hey, Drifted Fox. Again, I must ask, is my sound okay? You know? Okay, good. Thank you, Drifted Fox. See, my instincts now is every time I have OBS open and I start one of these, I'm like, right, okay, I must set the bar to exactly here. And even though I always set it to the same place each time, I'm not too sure whether it's in the right place or not, So I'll just wait another moment for a few more people to show up, maybe. Because this will be my first time ever starting the game. I know I did start it up on Steam that time, like 3 years ago, but this will be my first proper time actually getting into the game, so, Hey, Bendy, good to see you again. I think all the sound is okay. So, yeah. This is going to be episodic or whatever the right word would be. Episodic or episodic, whatever it is. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play through, a bit of it now, and then maybe next week, do another live stream of it, and then the following week another one, you know what I mean? And however long it takes to complete it. So I want to try and get the good ending, but I don't know if you have to play all the way through to the end credits each time in order to get the good ending. But definitely on my first playthrough, I will go through to the end credits. Anyways, so if you know what I mean. Oh, and you will get to see that name. I was thinking, it's nothing hilarious, it's nothing funny. I just think it'll be kind of funny to see the characters say the name over and over. The Doki Doki music playing. I didn't even plan for that. I just put on, because I have like a playlist for music for this, and a few of them are from Doki Doki. It's just on shuffle at the moment. Okay, well, I'm going to start this up now. So I'm just going to stop this. There we go. Right, here it is. Here's my first time going into it. What in the world? Oh, it's a loading bar. Okay, I didn't know what that was at the bottom. Hey, Danny. Wait. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. Okay. Oh, this is one of the reasons why I waited until now to play it for the first time. Because, it's just making sure that anyone who, hasn't seen the game before or doesn't know what's going on, that one person watching this who might not know. Yeah. And even at the bottom of the screen there, there's a warning I put. So, yeah, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Is it bad? Yeah, Bendy, it's bad. You don't know anything that happens in here, do you? Because if you don't, I put that warning at the bottom of the screen for a reason. Just to let you know, I wouldn't do this for pretty much any other horror game. This is the only one I'd really do that for. That's how bad this game can get. Detailed content warnings which contain spoilers. Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the setting at any time. No, because I don't want any spoilers. I already know. See, I already know everything that happens. You have a loose idea. Okay. Well, in case you do know it, try not to say it in the chat. That goes for anyone, but I'm gonna go with no. You wait, you agreed you have noted the game's age rating in your region and your consented exposure of highly disturbing content. Yeah, so there's another warning for you, Oh, there we go. There's no going back now. You know everything about the game, just at facts. Okay. And there it is again. Not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let me check this. Let me just check the settings first. Right. Is the sound okay? Next speed. Put that up a wee bit. English. Yeah, I think everything's okay. Is the sound definitely okay before I hit new game? Okay. Thank you, Drifted Fox. Okay, I'm gonna hit new game. Oh, here we go. Right, here we go. I know what I'm thinking. Where's the capitals? There we go. Wait, actually, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, no, I'll just type it in. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I know it's not hilarious, but I just feel like it'll be funny to hear them say all the time. I may as well have named, the name after something that's worth getting obsessed over. Oh, and it just starts off straight like that. Okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. And if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Wait, should we be concerned about this about you? What do you mean, Bendy? About which part? Kronk, maybe, but only because I decided to stop. I'm just picturing Kronk standing there going, oh, only because I decided to stop and wait. Oh man, oh wait, my phone's after going off. I'm putting that in silent. Okay. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's... That's mean, Kronk. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Bendy, you're gonna keep your Bible next to you? Is it because of the game? Because trust me, yeah, you'll need the Bible. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute. God, the writing's pretty good on this. By the way, Kronk, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? Yeah, Club Yzma. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, almost like me, except not much anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oops, I think this character is me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me... Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Back. Oh, hey, Drifted Fox. Sayori loves the protagonist. Yeah, Danny. Oh, yeah. Seems to love him very much. You mean she loves Kronk? No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Huh. School day is an ordinary. This is a very different experience from watching the game, just to let you know. Like me playing it here, it's nowhere near the same as watching like Jack, Mark, or Dashi play it, you know. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Oh, there's Sayori back again. Kronk, Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Say, alright. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Bendy, the backgrounds are giving you flashbacks. Oh. What kind of flashbacks? Bad ones? PTSD? Literature Club of Sayori from Danny. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Ooh. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. This guy's an asshole. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Kronk, come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, oh yeah, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh, I got water next to me. Oof. Sorry, I got water next to me here. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Right. Where's the Minecraft club? Yeah, where is the Minecraft club? I want to go to the water club. Can I go to the Love Bug club? Or the Disney one at least? Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, there's my one. Okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Kronk. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words, I said worlds there for a second, all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Is it cute, he says? I thought he said beautiful. Is it? What are you looking at? Soldier sold for a cupcake. That did not age well. Nope. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also... Wait. A first-year student? They're all 18, though. But if he's looking at her saying that she looks like a first-year student, that would mean they're all probably in different years, but the exact same age. Are they? Okay. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Yeah, I can see. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I already know Yuri. Trust me. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid. See, more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Like, at first, you see, thing is, I thought like Natsuki would have been 18, and then Sayori and Monica would have been at least 20, and then Yuri 22. But no, they're all 18. But then again, I just forgot this is anime, so, you know, they can look goddamn 40 something and then actually be 10 years old or something. I already read that. From a variety of clubs, we chose Sayori. What could go wrong? No, Danny, what could go wrong? Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Kronk. Wait a minute. It's Yzma. Monica smiles sweetly. Do we know each other? Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Okay, no, it's not Yzma. Basically, completely out of my league. So, yeah, okay, definitely not Yzma, because Kronk is way out of Yzma's league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. My brain is already hurting and we haven't seen crap yet. Bendy, don't worry. See, any of the stuff that might happen probably won't happen in this episode, but we'll see. I'm going by fast enough, so... Come sit down, Kronk. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh, and I heard that apparently in one of the side stories or something like that, Yuri says she loves green tea. And like, I love drinking green tea. Was Yuri designed for me? Monica, what is the difference? Oh, Danny. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Now, could you imagine us sitting down and he puts like his hands together and is like, oh, what do I do here, you know? Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Green tea is good, but I personally prefer peppermint. Oh, really, Bendy? Yeah? I've never had peppermint. I heard it's really good, though. I tried some lemon tea or something like that recently, and I don't know, lemon and something, I didn't really like it that much. But green tea, I love green tea. And not just because it's healthy, I actually genuinely enjoy green tea. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Monica looks so worried. Like, oh, I don't want to eat these. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, has Natsuki never done this before? Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. How? Okay. Bendy, you should try it. It really helps calm the mind. Peppermint tea. In that case, maybe I will try some. Because at Costa, where I work, we sell some of it, so maybe I'll try one whenever it's quiet. So cute from Danny. Natsuki is quiet. Not for long. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. See, look at the way she's acting. Obviously, she'd only act like this around Kronk. Someone like Kronk. Oh, whoops, I skipped something there. Like, look. She's all nervous around Kronk. Well, maybe, but not for you. Not for, you dummy. Don't call Kronk a dummy now. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Have you got green tea? I'll take that. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Don't stop her from impressing me, Monica. Shut up. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. No, don't look away, Yuri, please. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Well, I heard about cupcakes, you know. So, yeah. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Cactus says Monica is dangerous on PC. Yeah, I mean, Monica is Monica. I don't know. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club feel fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. Wait, Danny, 5 girls, 1 boy, 1 club. Actually, now that you mention that, Danny, I can actually kind of relate to this character that we're playing as right now in a way, because the Costa I work at, I'm the only guy there. You know, so that's how I relate to it, you know. I'm the only guy who works there. How come you decided to start your own club? Are you... Yes, Bandy, I am. I'll admit it. It's Yuri, how can I not? Look, like she's even standing next to the footage, and she's the big character in the thumbnail, as she will be in all of them. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special of it. That's a very good point. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. That's a good point as well. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Oh, there's a good group photo there. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh, Yuri's talking to me. So, Kronk, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Whoa, Kronk. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? What about Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup around her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I mean, this game is psychological horror, so isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. Desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Not a rock, it's Kronk. Bendy, maybe Yuri would like the Halo novels. There you go. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Fuck off, Natsuki. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. What? Never mind. Oh, what was she gonna say? That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Wait, what was it called? Oh, wait. Yeah, we actually don't find out what it was called, do we? Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Shut up. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Dots again. I guess it's the same for Yuri. No, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. ... Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Dots again. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, hey, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kronk? Oh. Hey. Yeah, Bendy, Yuri does get into some deep stuff. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and Danny says okie dokie, I was waiting for that. I lose my oh god, look at all their faces. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Kronk. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with there it is, with these beautiful girls. Right, there's Kronk's phrase. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh, they all jumped up. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, get the hell off me. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the... Monika, get your hair out of Natsuki's face, I just realized. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. I'm going to take another drink. Oh, that bottle of water's been in the fridge for a while, so it's nice and cold. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Kronk, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, don't worry, Kronk will do a good job. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kronk, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Bendy, honestly, if Yuri didn't go crazy, you think she would be pretty therapist. Well, yeah. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Wait, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite. Alright, yeah. Okay, I'm sure you can all guess already what route I'm going. If it's not obvious by the big picture standing next to the stream footage. Right. So in order to do this, we need to find words to do it horror, basically. Damn it. Right, there we go. Okay, we need to find the darkest words. Tragedy. Tragedy. Damn it! I need to find words Yuri will like. Playground, anger, empty, loud, crimson. Anger? No! Wait, why did Natsuki like anger? She's the one that likes the cute words. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna look something up quickly. I want to go the Yuri route. Right. There we go. Wait. What words are here? No raindrops here. Charm question. Precious. Okay, let's go with raindrops. Oh, there we go. Excitement, headphones, sadness, shiny games, analysis. Does she? No. What about unending? Yeah, okay. Aura? I think she likes that one. Oh, there we go. What other words are there? Oop. Contamination. What kind of word is that to have here? Okay. Fester. Anime, that's definitely a Natsuki word. Rain cloud. What's that one? Rain drought. Cage? Oh, okay. This seems like a fun kids game. Yeah. Chungus, it is. Dark. Is that one? Nope, that's not one. Scars. That's definitely got to be one. 100%. Nope, never mind. Socks. Oh, no. Dark. Dark. Really? I'll just go. Okay. Oh, that was one anyway. Ruin, jump, misfortune. Okay, never mind. I thought that was a Yuri one. Flee, disorientated, defeat, philosophy, sensation. Other words. Philosophy. Oh, okay, that's one. I think I'm managing to get these. Nope. Death. That's definitely gotta be one. Damn, I keep getting the Sayori ones. She's the route that's hard to do. Let's see. Judgment. Uncanny. Oh, that's one. That's another one. Stone, pink, sunny. Skipping. Incapable. What kind of words are these? I never actually properly looked at these words. Heartbeat. No. Oh, there we go. Among Us, Bendy. Yeah. Stop posting about Among Us. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling. What are the words? After image? Oh, that is one. Okay. Hi again, Kronk. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kronk. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Shut up, Natsuki. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Yeah, thank you, Monica. Oh. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kronk always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Whoa, what? She almost set a house on fire? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kronk can become good friends too. Sayori. Dots again. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. I mean, I'm fine with it. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know if that's the word I would have used. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book down, but I mean, I won't read it very fast, you know. So, phew. Wait, what the hell? What's going on in the chat? What's this Among Us stuff going on? This is the wrong game, guys. God damn it. Can't get away from that game. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Bendy says someone in the stream is an imposter. Someone in the chat? Yeah, I think I know who it is. Now, where's that ban button? No, I'm joking. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Wait, intense? Like she's like looking at it with these really wide open eyes, and she's sweating, like, and her eyebrows are like really raised up, and like, just staring into the book. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Dots again. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. So she has the book like pressed up on her nose? That's just what I think. Sorry, Kronk, don't apologize. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. You know, in actuality, in this kind of situation, I don't know if you would just let it go. You would bring it up and you'd be like, no, you clearly bought two of them. For a reason. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Well, not soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, oh, I think we caught her out here, yeah. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Wait, from Chungus, that girl. Yeah, oh yeah. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Yuri said this was, relatable? I think she's clearly making it up that she's read it before. I'm pretty sure. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. All of a sudden? Like, was it just complete silence and then just, everyone in the room just looks over at her and it's like, yeah, don't worry, she is. Chungus, don't worry. Yeah, Chungus, they're all that age. The exact same age. I honestly would have thought at least one of them would have been in their 20s. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Because Yuri looks like at least a 22-year-old. Should have been. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Sorry, Chungus goes, phew, that was a close one. Oh man. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, and suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? I just kind of realized a wee bit. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I'm still not going to get used to seeing the name Kronk show up. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all, yeah? Villain plans, Danny. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it right away. You don't have to. Aha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Oh, the dots. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Right. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah! No! Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive? That's the word, yeah. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading it in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry, there it is again. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah! Again. I suppose so. Yuri oh, that was a quiet okay. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching, not her shoulders. I'd have a broken skeleton at that stage. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips over her side. Wait. Chungus, why'd you say the same thing twice? Because I saw you said that and then message retracted again. Danny, Nintendo, you are family friendly. This is very family friendly at the moment. Yeah. Oh, and while we're in this photo, like this photo here, there's one thing I want to point out. You see those sheets of paper hung up in the back of the room there, close to the laptop? Doesn't one of the ways the sheet of paper is hung up, doesn't it kind of look like a creeper's face? Just a wee bit. Every time I see that, I just keep thinking of a creeper. I don't know. Okay, we're probably even closer together than before. Let me know if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Need another drink. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think... Oh, now Kronk's apologizing. I think I got a bit distracted there for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. That sounded like kind of a, yeah, thanks. No. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before, so I turn it on my own volition? That's kind of rude, though. You just turn the page. Yuri can be like, oh, wait, okay. Just turn the page. We continue the first chapter in silence. Exactly, Chungus. I always have a drink with me while I'm playing these games. Any game at all, doing these live streams, you know. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently... Oh, here's the thumbs again. My thumb gently letting go on the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be silly, a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. You fucked up, Kronk. But Kronk, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ooh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. 3 dots. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh, just exclamation mark. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Right, I'm gonna take a drink first. Right, I'm gonna show Natsuki it first because she has the rudest, response to it. If you didn't write it for her. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Question mark. Kronk, if you're not going to take this... See, look! She's so rude. Then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ooh. There you go. Wait, Danny, Yuri is Silent Hill? Oh. Like, a bit crazy. And yeah, I saw that, Chungus, Inspector Kronk. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve while you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Will I bother reading? Yeah, I'll read it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Yeah, see, I'm so much nicer. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. No, you're not. No pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? The youngest? What? But they're all supposed to be the same age. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, we're gonna leave Yuri, the best one, to last. So let's go with Monica next. Bendy, when I first saw my dad play this, I thought Natsuki was gonna punch the player and the screen would crack. That would be weird. Just punches the screen and it all gets cracked. Hi, Kronk. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Yeah, okay, is this character supposed to be designed to be like me? It's like, okay, if you ever need help, right? Just ask us. Don't worry, we're happy to help. Yeah, okay, don't worry, I'll keep that in mind. I'll ask for help. Of course, I won't be. I'll be afraid to ask for help. Oh, man. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanted to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kronk. We're all a little embarrassed today, But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Soon? How soon are we supposed to? That's true. I hand Monica my poem. Oh, wait. Veggie. Herbie's Grand Adventures first episode is ready. It comes tomorrow. Nice. What kind of... Is it animated or... What is a Veggie? Because that sounds interesting. You've been mentioning it a few times. Chungus, the fact your dad played this. Who, Bendy's dad played it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, to each their own, wherever they enjoy playing. Oh, Bendy. I know when I bring it up with him at home, he looks at me and says we don't talk about that. Oh, okay. So you have a general idea, Bendy. Veggie, live action. Oh, live action. Okay, that seems interesting. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. Like, oh as in, oh, this is terrible. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh, crap, come on. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Just make everyone's expectations for you really low, so that way when you do something great, you know, they're like, whoa, amazing. Aha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, I know, that's why I wrote it like that. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the, what word was that, nuances? It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's a pretty good way to sum it up, you know. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. How long is this one? Yeah, I'll read it. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, a lot of people don't point this out because it happened so early in the game. But this poem is directly, you know, supposed to be about Monica looking at us, the player, like, you know what I mean? 'Cause look, hole in wall, it couldn't have been me, see the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue, no, I can't see, I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late, my retinas? Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image, it's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Do you see what I mean? I just feel as though that is supposed to be, you know, about the player. But, you know, a lot of people wouldn't point it out because a lot of people playing this, you know, live for the first time or whatever, don't know everything that happens, you know, straight away. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Or it's okay. Yeah, but that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could... There, look. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. See? The whole thing about Monica, it started right from the beginning. I know it has to do with the player. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. You see what I mean? I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Hold on. By the way, before we go to show the next when we choose to show Sayori our poem, I'm gonna save the game. So just to make sure I keep it saved. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Unless you're typing it out, then you'll just get a blank screen, No mess there, so just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, how do I save it? Can I go down and save it? How do I get to the... Okay, is it not going to let me save it here? Wait. Oh. No, not skip. Is it X? Is it Y? Is it B? No, it's not. It's not letting me go down there. Okay, I'll choose Sayori now. Oh, is it the start button maybe? Oh, it is. Okay, let's save. Oh, there's an autosave. There we go. 3 dots. This is a good poem, Kronk. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Could you imagine Kronk actually doing that? Like when he helps Yzma and all that, and then later on he just goes, sits somewhere and starts writing a bunch of poems with like a pair of glasses or whatever. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Alright, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kronk. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from me eyes. From me eyes? Oops. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it. Can you? I mean, well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be me. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Ooh, that's nice. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, here we go. Yuri. Wait, what was this? Chunga says he's going to make a Herbie movie where he goes to space and fights Thanos with the help of his good pals Markiplier and Harambe. I'm just picturing some battle between Herbie and Markiplier versus Thanos, and then it's getting to a point where like one of them's about to die, and then suddenly Harambe comes from like some cloud in space, not in the sky, like some cloud that's just flown about in space. I don't know, with a spear and armor. Like, leave them alone. Exceptional. What was that? Question mark. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. Wait, her mouth, and then her whole face. Okay. He's going to hate me. Did she say it in brackets as well? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Okay, I'm just gonna take another drink here. Veggie, so is this a horror game? Yeah, this is a horror game. You don't know, anything about the game, do you? Chungus, you just read my mind. Perhaps you can help me make it. I don't know. Yeah. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Yeah, you want to know about Natsuki's feedback? Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. She's apologized again. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. All three of us, maybe. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? That's her. Okay, Ghosts Under the Light. Oh no. I kind of struggle with reading cursive writing. Right, here we go. Is that tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow? Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, actually did pretty good with that. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Yeah, I did struggle a bit at first, but well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I hope. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kronk. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Okay, wait, what? Right, so she says at first, oh, but it took you such a long time to read. And now she's going, I suppose you did only glance over it. Oh dear, okay. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is to only begin symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? She keeps doing that pose. Yeah, of course. If she keeps tugging at that hair, it's gonna fall off. Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kronk. I mean, who wouldn't, to be honest? Who wouldn't do their best for Kronk? Ah, me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Like this. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Oh wait, is this the part where they have that little fight? I think, yeah. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? It's English, Natsuki. Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. Oh, Yuri, don't go there. Look, see, don't. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kronk did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time. Oh my god, I could just picture this in like a really dominant, assertive voice. Like, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. Natsuki, English, yeah, English mother flipper. Do you speak it? No, I don't. I can't curse. Yeah, well, that's true. I can curse. No. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Yeah, I just get like this really posh sense of the way she's saying it, even the way her hand is there. It's like she's fixing her shirt while saying it, which I haven't yet. NN or N. And Kronk liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly oh yeah, the music's after going away. Right, I'm taking a drink before this. Chungus says Markiplier drinks a big carton of milk and turns into Darkiplier. Is that how he transforms? Natsuki suddenly stands up, so she's now standing up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kronk appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, okay. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Oh my god. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kronk started showing up. Natsuki, don't go there. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me. Oh god, I can picture this. Like, they're just both... They just turn around, like they snap around, looking straight at you. Both girls turn around towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kronk! Setaplier drinks literal sewage. Yeah, edgelord. Kronk, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have... Wait, the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Oh, you're on your own there, Natsuki. Edgelord says, how would I rate Yuri? I mean, if you already heard everything I said at the start of the stream, you'd know that it was... What's the highest number? Known to mankind. way over the number 10, by the way. So I suppose that's how. Help me explain that to her, Krog. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Krog? Well, oh, Nat and Yuri both said this. It says, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Yeah, Krog maybe should have just said, like, he needs to go toilet or something when this was happening, and then maybe just, you know, it's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, it's... Oh. Bendy says, I think the highest number is quintillion. Okay, so... where the maximum quintillion... There you go. Let's see, you see, I would choose Yuri, because, you know, I like Yuri, but... I've seen what happens when you choose Yuri, and I kind of felt bad when I saw what happened, so I'm just gonna go with this one. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? Okay, Yuri does that pose again. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Kronk. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Kronk? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Although, didn't they kind of drag Kronk into this? Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Whoa, what was she gonna say? Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size they always were. Big and... oh my god. Oh, they both look like... Kronk, Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. She's just there like, what the fuck's going on here? I'll make some tea. Better be green tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, but I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Haha. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Yeah, you could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? Oh, Kronk will take good care of anyone. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Ooh, foreshadow. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Kronk, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Kronk! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kronk. It's Kronk. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? Ooh, Kronk, what the hell? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Poem again, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Now, let's see what words I should use. What about after image? Yep. Socks. Socks would be a Natsuki thing. Yeah, that's definitely a Natsuki thing. Not alone. What other words? Hair? Is that one? Nope. Passion. Is that one? Nope. Joy? No, I don't think any of these are ones that she can use. About kawaii. Okay, we'll just go with. Let's choose socks. Oof, here's hopeless. Hopeless. These words. Sweet and cheeks. Don't know if you should put them very close together. Sweet cheeks. Is this one? Let's select them all. Tears, is that one? That's not one. Poof, is that one? Nope. Are any of these? Vivacious. There we go. Okay. Because I have a little thing here next to me. Disaster, that has to be one. There it is, yeah. Oh, massacre, that's definitely one. Yeah, there it is. Wrath. Right. Yeah, there it is. Grief. That definitely. Is it? Nope. Is frightening. That's gotta be one. Yep. Disown? My gosh. Don't tell me that's one. It is one. Alright. Unrestrained. Disarray. What about that one? Oh. Wait, one of the words that is supposed to be working with Yuri is dream. I don't want any dream stuff. Unrestrained. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Strawberry. Misfortune. Is that one? It's not. That's a Sayori one. Oh, marshmallow. That's definitely a Natsuki one, isn't it? Yep. So is shopping. I'll just go with shopping. What one? Unstable. Unstable, yeah. Explode. Although explode could be a good thing, like exploding with happiness, but it's a Yuri word. I thought that would have been a Sayori one, honestly. Aura is one, isn't it? Yeah. Bunny's definitely Natsuki. Awesome. No. Smile, prayer. Prayer. Which one is prayer? Nope. What about landscape? Yep. There we go. extreme. Yep. No. What, nightgown? No, that's not. I don't think. Is this one? Yep. That's the only word that begins with B that works with Yuri, I think. Fear. That's definitely one. Never mind. Oh wait, dream's one of them. I know I don't want no dream, but ocean. Pain. That's definitely one. No, never mind. I think that's a Sayori one. Chocolate. That's definitely a Sayori one. Is it? Or it could be a Natsuki one. Let me see. Nope. What about hope? Nope. Rain cloud? Nope. Okay. Graveyard. Is that one? Yep, there we go. Doki Doki disoriented. Yep, okay. There we go. Hey, good you're back, Chungus. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Wait, I'm gonna save it. You want to overwrite your save? Yes. There we go. Okay. Wait. What is that? Exit, settings, main menu. How do you access the side stories? Okay, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Kronk. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you. Yeah, in actuality, I wouldn't turn down a snack. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Haha, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Wait, she's just sitting in the room reading a book while you're talking to someone and you just hear someone behind you go, ha ha ha. That'd be kind of creepy. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Kronk to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept my retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come in if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, jeez. Pwap. Kia! Ow! What was No? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, it was so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly, there we go, tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Nymph. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. That feels like a very expected thing for her to do. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh, wait, what? Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out. I forgot about that. Hey, did you seriously just do that? So wait, Natsuki tried using the hand that had the cookie in it to push Sayori off her shoulder, and Sayori's like, oh, there's my opportunity, and just took a bite out of it. Mouth full, Sayori trots away safely. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Oh yeah, Monica's not here. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. I just think of Shrek now. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, okay, I get it now. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I actually don't remember this. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Hey, don't be looking at me. Never mind. But what held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was... Ooh, sorry about that. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. Guys, can you give me a bit of space? You're all huddled around the screen. I've kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Stop looking at me, Monica, please. I'm going for after Yuri, so you stay over there. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kronk. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. Not with me, though. Share it with someone else. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I just leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. How big was it? Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. What? If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? It better be green tea. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. Watch her movements? Huh? To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Okay. Especially because of her long... What the hell? Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Monica, go away! Where are you two off to? Eh? Well, Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business. Whoa. Okay, Yuri. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Kronk in club activities? Oh my gosh, my mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing. Why is she posing like that? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Well, let's go, Kronk. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Kronk, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her hand. Kronk, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. It's like, okay. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Gosh, taking another drink, it's getting warm in here. Do you like oolong tea? That's not green tea. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Sorry, I was just checking something here. Wait. Okay. Even if I'm not an expert in tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. What would you be humming? You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Okay. Wait, what is this? That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Kronk. It's very endearing. Is endearing? Yeah. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Kronk, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? I'm not sitting on the floor. It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Yeah, we'll go with posture. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Now I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori. Candy writer. So he did have candy, even though Sayori is like, oh, I'm hungry and all that. Come on, Krunk. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as the last, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Exclamation mark. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are oh dear. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Okay, here, hold on. Can I pause it? Right. I'm just gonna go pee quickly, okay? Because I've been holding it in for a bit now because of how, all the water I'm drinking here. It's a 2-liter bottle, and half the bottle is already gone, and it's cold water, so, you know. Right, okay, I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Now, hold on a second. Okay. Right. Okay, I think that's that. There's just one little thing I want to point out. Okay. No racism. No. No racism or anything like that, please. No, none of that here. No. Just no. It's just a big no. Sorry, just there was a little racist thing going on there in the chat, and just no. Fucking hate racists. Oof, just that's like, oh no, I hate them. Sorry, I really hate racists. No. No, big no. Okay, anyways. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. your teacup. It better be green tea. I know it's oolong tea, but that better be green tea. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. I think she's fine with it. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Just do that thing again I mentioned earlier where I just stare directly into the book, raised eyebrows with such an intense expression. Like, read the words. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Oh, Yuri, come on. I'm offering you chocolates here. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. Oh, by the way, after I show the poems, like once at the end of this day here, I'm gonna shut the stream off so that I don't end up playing too much of the game in one stream. No. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book open, okay? Are you sure? Of course. That's a really nice image there, though. Who drew all of this stuff? I know it couldn't have just been one person, but whoever drew all these, you know, it's really nice. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I won't have to. I don't have any harder of a time reading it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. Just vroom. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. No, well, if he was like, she opens her mouth, and then he looks at her, and then looks at Chang's like, right, and then you just hear like a big smack sound. She shoves it into her face. Everyone's reading away, and then just everyone turns around. Yuri's like, my face. I'm sorry. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Like, yay, I put it in. See, guys, I gave her the chocolate. She's there with a big red mark on her face, like, oh, oops. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Kronk, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean... Hey, she said right just like Kronk. She really is starting to like Kronk. Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. That's kind of a strange way of asking please do it again. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... again. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Is she really excited for this chocolate? I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. It's okay, everyone. Ooh-ah. Ah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share Oh, come on, Monica, stop. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get this feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Right. Once we do these, and then once the day ends, that's when I'll end the stream. Okay. So let's leave the best for last again, and we'll just go with Monica first. Hi again, Kronk. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. dot 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 again. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Yep. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. I don't know if that's the word I would have used. Probably mysterious, maybe? I don't know. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Oh guys, we've been figured out. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, that's Kronk. Yeah, fictional one anyway. Yeah, it's Kronk. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Right, so let's see. This is a pretty long one. There's that thing at the end. Save me, the colors they won't stop, bright beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop, violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That's a weird way to end it, but there you go. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like you're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. She doesn't want to tell us what it's about because we all know what it is. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. It's this one. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. This is where everyone saves, so I'm just gonna... Yep. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh man, right, okay. We're going with Sayori next. Hey Edgelord, those are pretty good lyrics. Every day I imagine a Gmod where I can drive Herbie. You know, in reality, I'd like to own the new Beetle that they're making. Although they've stopped making Beetles, but the new one that they have now, I'd love to drive that one. Ooh, I like this one, Kronk. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I dunno. I dunno. I guess I like them both. Hee hee. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep it in my mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kronk. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, this is a long one, is it? Oh, this is a really long one. Look at all this. Okay, let's go. Okay, from the top. Here we go. I'm gonna take a drink. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. How many times has it said bottle so far? And I put the bottle on the shelf. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Oof. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling, are all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 5 echoes inside my head. Flip. Flip. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Oh, one of those kind of situations. I wonder if this one is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Edgelord Earl, imagine Monica, but like Big Chungus, like a fat rabbit waifu. What, are you sad that Big Chungus isn't saying anything right now? Okay, let's go to Natsuki. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me, You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Oh, sorry, Natsuki. What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, ooh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. She didn't even show me her poem. That's weird. Okay. Let's see what you've written for today. That's a lot of dots. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Kronk, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh, even your close friends. Dots again. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. If it's with you. Okay, here's another one. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a unordinary human. Okay, I couldn't read that for a second. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more, the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase. Is that phase? Its phase and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. This is hard to read. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic... What the hell is that word? Classic... How about we skip that? What is that? Pardovian? Parlavian? Pavlovian conditioning, we'll just say. I slice the bread, and I feed myself. And I feed myself again. Okay? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Edgelord, Doki Doki Literature Club writes again when... What, like Monica's driving Herbie? Be a weird sight. And then Spider-Man. Spider-Man Elsa. Okay. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express Pavlovian. Thank you, Edgelord. I actually legitimately could not read that word. Thank you. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way... Whoops, I skipped over that. I didn't mean to... Wait, I can go back to it, can't I? History, here we go. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more my unusual hobbies. Okay. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Kronk? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Ooh. Flip. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Kronk. No, there aren't a lot of people like Kronk. Monica drifting like a boss queen. Yeah, edgelord, I suppose. Spider-Man. Do you like Spider-Man or Frozen? Well, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. And Frozen, I don't mind them. But you see, the kind of problem I have with Disney movies sometimes now is that whenever I watch a movie, I'll use Frozen and Frozen 2 as an example. When I watch them, I get really into the story. I'm like, I'm getting into the story like, okay, this is cool, what's going to happen? And then they start singing, and I just feel like it's, okay, they're singing, it's going to be like 2.5 minutes of just nothing to the story sometimes. See, I think like The Nightmare Before Christmas, I love that movie because I think the songs are done really well in it. They've told stories through the song, whereas Frozen, see, nowadays some Disney movies kind of feel like movies with just songs put in the middle of them. I know that's what musicals are, but a movie, you gotta tell a story. I don't know. So Spider-Man, my favorite superhero. Frozen, yeah, indifferent. Overall. Hello, Aaron, saying yes. Or yes, S. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Wait, we're about to start talking about the festival, aren't we? I think, yeah, this part takes a while, doesn't it? Well, sort of. Yeah, whatever you say, edgelord. See you there. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves in front instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Pah. Not just pah. P. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe, there's all four of them crowding the screen again. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. Dots again. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. That sounds like a movie line. We are the only ones responsible for the fate of this club, The music, yeah, Aaron, the music is great. I love the music in this. Then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share it with others? inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Dot dot. Dot dot again. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Edgelord, ever hear any Doki Doki Club Silver Gunner rips? Has he done that? Oh. Because I know he does like a few rips and he like remixes them, doesn't he? I don't know. I didn't know he did any of these. Unless you're joking, but I don't know. Yeah, you tell them, Aaron. Oh, man. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Dot dot again. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Dot dot again. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Ugh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh. Okay. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. I like how they get up to read a poem and instead it's just basically like, it just goes, reads poem. You know what I mean? Basically, Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice feels, it's like, what was it? I remember seeing the subtitles for something and a guy goes, see you guys later, or as they say in Japanese, and then the subtitles say, speaks Japanese. Like, that's not how subtitles should work. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. She looks shocked. Aha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up behind them. Wait. Okay, what the hell is going on in here? Wait. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Hope you guys aren't getting toxic in the chat. Actually, can I do something? I think there's a way I can change the chat. Okay, if it gets too out of hand, I'll change it. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly to the podium. This poem is called Dash. Okay. Okay. This poem is called Yuri Anxiously Glances at Each of Us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. That's a pretty cool name. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllabus of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Everyone's just like, whoa, what's going on? Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. That's me to say the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. God, everyone's first reaction wasn't to applaud for her. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Just runs back in like, I'm not getting involved. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. What? Sorry, I giggled. You stop, you Sayori. Wrong, Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way it can. Whirling fire in her head sounds kind of like a stroke. Edgelord, it does a bit, yeah. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like when I get to reach more deeply into something I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Yeah, I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Kronk liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Yeah, what does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that soft and gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, yeah. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Kronk. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kronk lower everyone's standards a little more. Oh, hey, Natsuki. Yeah, Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. Okay. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Can you guys go look out the window? I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki, I can read this. Natsuki, begrudgingly. I don't know if I read that right at all. Gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Like she better jump out of this room. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, from Kronk. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Give Natsuki the croissant. Edgelord, why are we giving Natsuki a croissant? Because, I mean, is she gonna eat that croissant? No, I'm sorry. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue with that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, I don't want to impress Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Lucky you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Kronk, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Ooh, ... again. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was just thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, right. Honestly, yeah, still. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Kronk. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Whew, okay. Let's save this. Put it here. Okay. Right. So how long have we been streaming? That's 2.5 hours almost. I'm gonna end the stream here. So, I'm gonna do another episode of this maybe next week. But, let me just look through the chat. There's someone I need to set. I do this. Huh, okay. Yeah. So, I'm gonna do another episode of this maybe next week, and then what day are we on now? This is the third poem we're writing, isn't it? So this will be day 3, I think. Yeah. No. Wait. There's the first day we join the club, then we write the poem, and another poem. Yeah. So this will be the 4th day. The third poem onto the 4th day. Yeah. So that's how it works. But yeah, so I'm having fun with this. I know there was a little weird stuff with the chat there, but there's just one thing I gotta make very clear. No racism. No racism, no homophobic stuff, no transphobic stuff, no sexist stuff, no ageist stuff, no, none of that. Just I want people to be able to talk in the chats, without any of these racists or anything in it, even if it was only a joke. The guy was going a bit too far with it, so like too far. He did one emoji of it or something like that. He did one thing, I overlooked it. He did it again. I overlooked it again, and then he did something really terrible. And I was like, that's a bit too far. So just no racism, no none of that. No, I'm gonna get some moderators here. I'm gonna get a few moderators here, and I'm gonna ask them to keep an eye out for that stuff. So I already have someone in mind, a few people in mind for moderators. So I can just get them to keep an eye in the chat while I'm playing away. So just no racism, no nothing. I think they're able to ban the moderators. So yeah, do that a thing, guys. Yeah, moderators. When I set you guys, because I already have someone set, I think. If you notice any racism or homophobia, transphobia, any of that stuff, don't even mute them. Don't anything. Just ban them right off the bat. None of that stuff. No warning, no timeout, just a straight up ban. Yeah, that'd be good. What's this? Exit Doki Doki. Okay, wait, what's going on? Okay, we're on the PC now. Let's go. Yeah, there's the side story stuff. Wait, I have pictures. Can I set one as my background? Oh, I can. Can I? Oh, that's cool. Can I set that one? Wait. Set as wallpaper. Yes. Oh, there we go. What's music? Oh, this lets me listen to the music? That's pretty cool. Okay, never saw this. Side stories. Trust. Oh, okay. Right, well, I can look on that later. Maybe. Music. Okay. Data collected 17%. What? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I had fun with this one. But yeah, just that little thing about the chat. Yeah, no, none of that. No. Because we're all trying to have a good time, and to be honest, when someone puts something like that into the chat, it kind of, I won't sugarcoat it, it kind of just ruins it all for everyone, Just I wouldn't, if you're playing away, enjoying something, doing something you like, and then you look at the chat and see stuff like that going on, it almost doesn't make it worth it. So that's all I'll say on that. But 9:55 p.m. Yeah, that's the actual time right now. There you go. Okay. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining. This was fun. I'll play this game again next week, and keep an eye out for the next poll, because the next poll that I make will be very interesting. Because let's just say a game arrived there during the week that I really want to try, and I'm going to hopefully make sure I play it. Just keep an eye on the next poll; it'll be interesting. So I don't know what day next week I'll be playing this. I'll have a look at my work timetable again. It's Spider-Man I'm playing next Monday anyway. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be the first PS2 game I play on the channel. So there you go. But anyways, again, thank you guys for joining, and I hope to see you guys all again in the next one. Yeah. And we'll see more of Kronk. Yeah, anyone here who can draw fan art? Can we get some fan art of Yuri and Kronk? Like, draw Kronk in a real stereotypical anime way. I'd love to see that. Anyway, okay. I'll see you guys